Thumb activated throttle, I choose you! So the cool part about this throttle is that it just bolts right on there, and you can use your thumb to move it, and you also have a dual pull brake lever. So you don't have to buy a separate brake lever, it's all combined into one item. And you also have a secondary idle adjustment here. And if you like to do wheelies, you don't have to worry about it gaining throttle when the handlebars get pulled up. So all around it's really cool. And it also has a brake light switch, which is going to be used in this electrical system for this bike. So before we get started, let's go ahead and get all of this stuff off. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this, this hand grip here. The easiest way to do this is to peel it up a little bit and then put a little like a nail, or in this case I'm using a pick, just something that's small that can pull it up. And then I'm just going to angle it and then squirt in some dish soap and water solution, and that'll help lube up this hand grip so it'll slide off. There, just like that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove this gear shifter. And we can just set that down there to save it for later. Now I'm going to mark the location of the old brake hand grip so I know where to align the new one. Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the old brake hand grip lever. This is also a good time to put in the lever for the clutch, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same things on this side. Alright, now I'm just going to put some lithium grease on the handle here. That'll help slide the lever on for the clutch. And then we're just going to line it up to our old mark and tighten it up. Now I'm just going to repeat the same process for the throttle lever and brake on the other side. Now I'm just going to reinstall the shifters and the hand grips. Now I'm going to remove the cables from the old brake hand grips. Sometimes it's easier to loosen the tension on the brakes to be able to remove the brake cable. Now I'm just going to install the old brake cables into the new lever. And then if you had to loosen the tension by separating the brakes, go ahead and put those back together as well. Oh, I hope this doesn't shoot everywhere like a spring. Oh, hey, not so bad. Alright, so now I've rotated the bike around, and you can see here that even with this up against the frame, we still have, I'd say from here to here, it's about a foot, maybe a little bit more of extra slack that we don't need. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that, make sure I have plenty of play in the handlebars. Yep, right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that and then cut this off with the cable cutters. Now I'm just going to put on the heat shield spring. This keeps the cable housing from melting against the engine block. And then feed it through the nut here that's on the back of the crankcase. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and install the cable onto the lever here. This is easily done with two people. One person can be a little tricky. So what you want to do is get a good grip on this with pliers after you put the nut on, of course. So there we go. So you got your nut on. Then you want to get a really good grip. And basically what you want to do is push that lever forward as far as you can and then tighten that nut up. And a lot of newcomers to the forums and whatnot will have questions about the clutch not working. That's just because you simply don't have it tight enough. As you can see, it has to go all the way to there. So, yeah, that's basically, it has to line up with the edge of this plate, so the back of this bolt here, for it to fully engage. So, like I said, it's a lot of pressure and it's difficult to do with one person, but we'll give it a shot. There you go, and then once you're done, you should be able to freely rotate the bike. Now you can hear there's a little bit of clunking, so mine's, it's not perfect yet. I'm gonna have to go a little bit tighter, but that's the principle. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, cut off this extra cable here that I don't need. And then you just wanna bend this back in here so it doesn't get caught against your pants leg while you're riding. All right, so now I'm just going to unscrew the top of the carburetor here and pull out the spring and the slide. There we go. That's what lets the fuel in and out. Well, not in and out, just in. So it lets the fuel in and the air up here. And then that's what sends the mixture down into your engine. And then the spring, of course, is your return, which makes sure your throttle doesn't stick. Does it just make it look cooler? Yeah, that's going. Okay, so first, put on the cap. Damn it! How did I do that? Okay, first put on the collar, then put on the cap, then we put on the spring, then we put on the slide. Jesus Christ, if they had more things backwards, I don't know how anyone would figure this out. Okay, then you can put it in the carburetor, and then put the cap down, line it up with the stud points, and then tighten the collar. And if you've done it correctly, it'll tighten up like that and be movable from the other end. Slide carburetors. All right, so now I'm just gonna take the cap off of this throttle here. All right. So basically, just put the cable in there. And then close it back up. Oh boy. So now before I put the throttle on, I'm going to attach this. Look at how much easier that is when it's not on the handlebars. You can actually screw it in. Yeah. Now, this is why it's cool to watch videos, because you can see other people do it wrong and then you know what's fast and what's not. Then once you have everything hooked up, secure your cables with a liberal amount of cable ties. And that's it. All right, thanks for watching today, guys. I had a lot of fun making this episode. It was really cool. It's just the little things that make things cool. Just wait till you try it and do things out of order. It's awesome. And I really like that thumb throttle. By the way, you can find them on eBay. It's for the Chinese quad ATV. I think it's like a 125 to 200 cc range. Anyway, they're like 13 bucks. Anyways, so we still have a few more episodes left in this mini series. It's gonna be cool. There's a lot more things to come. It's going to be electrical, battery mounting, and then eventually we're going to have tuning and running the bike and probably some races. It's gonna be fun. So make sure you stay tuned and stay subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, click subscribe, then click that little bell that's below the video, that little icon. That'll make sure you get notified on your phone the next time the next video drops. So I will see you guys next time.